Have you ever wondered why, no matter where you go, your name seems to come up in every conversation? Why it feels like people are always watching, always whispering, always curious about what you're doing? It's not a coincidence. It's not random. It's because you're chosen, and the chosen ones have always been the center of attention. But let's be clear, it's not always admiration or praise that you attract. Often, it's jealousy, doubt, and even criticism. People talk about you because they see something in you that stands out, something they can't ignore. They sense your potential, your power, and the unique light you carry, and it makes them curious, and sometimes even uncomfortable. The chosen ones are like magnets. Your energy, your presence, and your aura draw people in, whether they realize it or not. Even when you're silent, your existence speaks volumes. Even when you try to blend in, you still shine brighter than most. This is the nature of being chosen. It's not something you can turn off or hide. It's who you are. But why are you the center of every conversation? Why do people feel the need to comment on your life, your choices, and your path? It's because you represent something bigger than yourself. The chosen ones are mirrors. When people look at you, they see their own potential or their lack of it. You remind them of what they could be, and for some, that's inspiring. For others, it's intimidating. Think about it. The way you carry yourself, the dreams you pursue, and the obstacles you overcome. It's all a testament to your strength and resilience. People notice these things, even if they don't say it out loud. And because you're not like everyone else, you naturally become a topic of discussion. But being the center of attention isn't always easy. The chosen ones often bear the weight of scrutiny. People will analyze your every move, looking for flaws or reasons to doubt you. They'll question your decisions, your intentions, and even your success. And while some of this attention comes from genuine curiosity or admiration, much of it stems from insecurity. When people see you thriving, they can't help but wonder how you're doing it. They compare their own lives to yours, trying to figure out what makes you different. And when they can't find an answer, some will create their own narratives, stories that often reflect their own fears and limitations more than they reflect your truth. But here's the thing, their opinions don't define you. Their conversations don't change who you are or what you're capable of. The chosen ones don't rise because of others' validation, and they don't fall because of others' doubt. You are the center of every conversation because you're walking a path that few have the courage to take. Being talked about, analyzed, and even criticized is part of the journey. It's a sign that you're doing something right, that you're living in alignment with your purpose. The chosen ones don't live quiet, unnoticed lives. They are meant to stand out, to make an impact, and to leave a legacy. And that kind of life will always draw attention. But don't let the noise distract you. Not every conversation about you deserves your attention. The chosen ones understand that not all opinions are worth considering, and not all criticism is valid. Your energy is precious, and it's better spent focusing on your growth and your goals than worrying about what others are saying. Instead of being discouraged by the attention, let it fuel you. Let it remind you of the impact you're making and the lives you're inspiring, even from a distance. Not everyone will understand your journey, but that's okay. The chosen ones are not here to be understood by everyone. They are here to fulfill their destiny. And as you continue to rise, the conversations will only grow louder. Some will celebrate you, some will question you, and some will doubt you. But none of that matters, because you know who you are. You know your worth, your purpose, and your power. Being the center of every conversation is not a burden. It's a reflection of your influence. It's proof that you are living boldly, authentically, and unapologetically. The chosen ones don't shrink to make others comfortable. They stand tall, knowing that their light will always attract attention, good and bad. So embrace it. Let the world talk. Let them wonder, let them whisper, and let them watch. Because while they're busy discussing you, you're busy doing what you were chosen to do, walking your path, fulfilling your purpose, and changing the game. As the chosen one, you need to understand that being the center of every conversation comes with both challenges and opportunities. You've already realized that your light naturally attracts attention, but now it's time to delve deeper into why this happens and how you can use it to your advantage. People are drawn to you because your energy radiates something extraordinary. It's not just about your achievements or your talents, it's about your essence, your spirit, and the way you move through the world. You have a presence that can't be ignored. Even in a crowded room, eyes naturally gravitate toward you. Even in silence, your aura speaks volumes. But this magnetism doesn't come without its costs. As the center of every conversation, you'll find yourself under constant scrutiny. People will watch your every move, analyze your every decision, and sometimes twist your actions to fit their own narratives. Why? Because your life challenges their comfort zones. When you succeed, you remind others of their untapped potential. When you overcome obstacles, you highlight their excuses. And when you choose to walk a path of purpose and authenticity, you expose the fear that keeps others stuck in mediocrity. It's not that they dislike you, it's that they're confronted by what you represent. You represent change, growth, and the courage to be different. And that scares people. Change is uncomfortable, and growth requires effort. Most people prefer the safety of their comfort zones, so when they see someone like you breaking barriers and rewriting the rules, they don't know how to react. For some, it's easier to criticize or gossip than to confront their own insecurities. But let's pause for a moment and reflect on this. Not all the attention you receive is negative. Many of the conversations about you are rooted in admiration, curiosity, and even inspiration. There are people who look up to you, who see you as a role model, and who are motivated by your journey. You may not realize it, but your actions have a ripple effect. By simply being yourself and pursuing your purpose, you're planting seeds of hope in others. You're showing them what's possible, and in doing so, you're creating a legacy that extends far beyond yourself. This is one of the greatest responsibilities of being chosen. You're not just living for yourself, you're paving the way for others to follow. However, to continue on this path, you must learn to manage the weight of being in the spotlight. The opinions of others, whether positive or negative, should never dictate your actions. As the chosen one, your focus must remain on your purpose. Remember, the conversations about you are just noise. What truly matters is the inner dialogue you have with yourself. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Am I staying true to my values and my vision? Am I using my influence to make a positive impact? These questions are far more important than anything others might say about you. It's also crucial to protect your energy. Not everyone who talks about you has good intentions, and not everyone who shows interest in your life deserves access to it. The chosen ones are discerning. They know when to engage and when to step back. They understand that their energy is precious and that it must be invested wisely. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate your victories without jealousy. These are the people who deserve a seat at your table. As for the rest, let them talk. Their words hold no power over you unless you give them permission to. You must also remember that being the center of attention doesn't mean you have to carry the world on your shoulders. It's okay to set boundaries, to say no, and to prioritize your well-being. The chosen ones are not invincible. They are human, and part of their strength lies in knowing when to rest, recharge, and realign. In the end, being the center of every conversation is not about seeking validation or approval. It's about embracing your role as a leader, an influencer, and a beacon of light. It's about using your platform, whether big or small, to inspire change, spark growth, and leave a positive mark on the world. So let them talk, let them wonder, analyze, and speculate. While they're busy discussing you, you're busy living your truth. And that's the difference between the chosen ones and everyone else. You're not just the center of their conversations, you're the center of your own destiny. As you stand at the crossroads of purpose and destiny, chosen one, let's talk about what it truly means to be the center of every conversation. It's not just about the attention or the curiosity you spark. It's about the undeniable impact you have on the world around you. You are the heartbeat of transformation, the catalyst for change, and the mirror that reflects both the greatness and insecurities of others. When people talk about you, they are revealing more about themselves than they are about you. They see your courage to walk a path that they are too afraid to tread. They see your willingness to take risks, to dream big, and to defy expectations. And for some, this is a wake-up call. You represent everything they could be if only they dared to believe in themselves. But here's the beauty of being chosen. You don't need their approval, their validation, or their understanding. You were chosen for a reason, and that reason isn't tied to anyone else's opinions. Your path was carved out by something far greater, a divine plan, a higher calling, or the universe aligning just for you. Yet, with great purpose comes great responsibility. The conversations surrounding you will not always be kind. Some will admire you, others will envy you, and a few will try to bring you down. But remember this: the chosen ones don't crumble under pressure. They rise above it. They use every word of doubt as fuel for their fire, and every obstacle as a stepping stone to greatness. Being the center of attention also means you have the power to influence and inspire. The way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, and the way you treat others all create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. The chosen ones are leaders, not because they demand it, but because they naturally embody the qualities of leadership. So how do you navigate this spotlight with grace and confidence? The first step is to focus on your purpose. When you are aligned with your mission, the opinions of others lose their power. You become so immersed in your work, your growth, and your vision that the noise around you fades into the background. The second step is to protect your peace. Not every conversation about you deserves a response. Not every critic deserves your energy. The chosen ones know how to pick their battles and, more importantly, when to walk away. They understand that their light will always attract both admirers and detractors, but they refuse to let the latter dim their shine. And finally, chosen ones know the value of authenticity. You don't have to pretend to be perfect or have it all figured out. In fact, it's your authenticity, your willingness to be real, vulnerable, and human that makes you so magnetic. People are drawn to your light not because you're flawless, but because you're fearless in your pursuit of truth and purpose. As the conversations about you grow louder, let them serve as a reminder of your influence. People don't talk about those who blend in, they talk about those who stand out. And standing out means you're making waves, you're challenging norms, breaking barriers, and inspiring others to do the same. But don't get caught up in the noise. The chosen ones are not defined by the chatter around them. They are defined by their actions. Let your work speak louder than any rumor. Let your success silence every doubt. Let your kindness and integrity outshine every criticism. And as you move forward, remember that being the center of every conversation is not just about you. It's about the impact you're leaving on the world. It's about the lives you're touching, the hearts you're inspiring, and the change you're creating. The chosen ones are not here to fit in, they are here to transform. And transformation always draws attention. So, wear it as a badge of honor. Let it remind you of your purpose and your power. Let it fuel your determination to keep going, even when the path gets tough. Because in the end, being the center of every conversation isn't a burden. It's a testament to your significance. It's proof that you're not just existing, you're living boldly, authentically, and unapologetically. So keep shining, chosen one. Let the world talk, whisper, and wonder. While they're busy with their conversations, you'll be busy changing the game, fulfilling your destiny, and proving that the chosen ones are unstoppable. This is your time, your moment, and your legacy. Embrace it fully and let the world see what it truly means to be chosen.